Welcome back, everybody. We're going to start chapter 5 today, and this is a review of systems of equations and inequalities. We'll start with systems of equations and solving by graphing. Here is your vocabulary. Pause so that you can write this down. And let's start some practice. The first thing you're going to need to be able to do is to prove if an ordered pair is a solution. A thing to note is that you must check both equations. And the reason why is because you could check the first equation, like in letter A, you could check this x plus y equals 7 and it works, but it may not work for the second one. So that's why it's very important that you check both equations to make sure that everything works. So remember, in this ordered pair, 2 is x and y is 5. So I'm plugging in 2 for x and 5 for y in that first equation. That gives us 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. And yes, 7 equals 7. So that's good. We also need to test them in the second equation. So 2 times 2 minus 3 times 5. And does that equal negative 11? 2 times negative 2 is 4. 3 times 5 is 15. Is 4 minus 15 negative 11? It is. So yes, that works. And 2, 5 is a solution. For letter B, again, we have x and y. So we're plugging in 0 for y and negative 2 for x. 0 equals negative 2 times negative 2 minus 4. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. And 4 minus 4 is 0. That works. For the second equation, 0 is equal to negative 2 plus 4, replacing this x with negative 2. Negative 2 plus 4 is 2. Does 0 equal 2? Nope. So this is not a solution. You try these two, bring these back to class. Pause the video and jot down these steps for solving by graphing. Starting with example 5, we have both of these in y equals mx plus b form, so they're already in slope-intercept form. I'm going to make a graph here. Sorry, it's not terribly straight. So I've made my XY coordinates and I've made my notes as to going by ones across here, even though I wrote the twos. And so I'm going to plot, remember, this is my y-intercept and the negative 2 is my slope. So y-intercept at 5 and a negative 2 of slope means we go down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, down 2, write 1. So there's my first line. If I take a look at the second line, my -1 is my y-intercept, and 4 is my slope. So I plot -1. That's 4 over 1. So we're going up 4, right 1. Up 4, 2, 3, 4, right 1. Connect those. And we can tell right here, my two colors overlapped. So this is my solution. And that ordered pair is 1, 3. All right, I'm going to redraw my y-axis there in the right color. There we go. Example 6. These are again in slope-intercept form. So this +5 is my y-intercept. Remember, that's a -1 in front of the x, means a slope of -1 over 1. So I'm here at +5, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. So there's my slope for the first line. Second one, we have a y-intercept of -1 and a slope of 2. So I plot my y-intercept at -1, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1. As you can see, right here is where my two colors cross together. So that is my solution. And that ordered pair is 2, 3. Now you can check these to make sure that your ordered pair is a true solution by plugging them into the equations that you use to graph. Please try number 7 for next class. Real life problems. So we're writing these equations. We have 30 bundles of shingles and 4 rolls of roofing paper that cost $1,040. So let's see. I'm going to make X cost of shingles, and I'm going to make Y cost of roofing paper. So we have 30x plus 4y give us a total of $1,040. In a second purchase at the same prices, the contractor buys 8 bundles of shingles for $256. So 8x is equal to $256. Find the price per bundle. All right, well, in order to graph these, I need to get them into something where it's a form I can graph. I'm going to start with the 8x is equal to 256. I can get x alone by dividing both sides by 8, and I get x is equal to 32. So that's a vertical line. X is equal to 32. I also need to get the top equation so that y is alone for slope-intercept form. I would start that by subtracting 30x from both sides and then divide every single one of these by 4. When I do that, 4 divided by 4 leaves us with y equals 1040 divided by 4 is 260 minus 30 over 4 does not divide evenly, but it reduces to 15 halves. And so my y-intercept is 260, and then my slope is negative 15 halves. I'm going to use this graph. This is going to be my y and my x. Remember, my x is the shingles cost. And since I don't have room under, I'm going to write it there. And my y is my roofing paper cost. I'm going to go by 4s on my x-axis. 16. And then I'm going to go by 20s. On my y. All right. So I'm going to start with graphing the x is equal to 32. So that is a vertical line right here at 32 on the x-axis. For my other graph, we have a y-intercept of 260. And then we are going down 15 over 2, or we can keep the 30 over 4. So 260 down 30 is 230, right 4. Down 30, right 4. Go ahead, down 30, right 4. Down 30, right 4. And so there is my other graph, and I can see my solution here, and that ordered pair is 3220. And so remember, when we answer the question, we have to make sure we answer it in terms of what the question asked. So since X is my shingles cost, then we say shingle bundles cost $32, and roofing paper rolls cost 20 each and each. And that would be how I would answer that question. Museum tickets. So we're talking about museum tickets. We have adult tickets and child tickets. So I need to say what my variables mean. I'm going to have X be a child ticket, price, and Y be an adult ticket price. It says for child tickets is X, and plus 8 adult tickets is Y, for $128. Then they say the second tour, we have 6 adult tickets. So adult tickets is Y. Earn them $72. Find the pricing. I'm going to start down here with the 6Y equals 72. We get Y alone by dividing by 6 on both sides. And we get Y is equal to 12. So that's the first one. For the top equation, we again want to get that into slope-intercept form, which means get Y alone. So we'll start with subtracting 4x to the other side, and then dividing every single thing by 8. When we do that, 8y over 8 is y, equals 128 divided by 8 is 16, minus 4 over 8 doesn't divide evenly, but it reduces to 1/2 x. So 16 is my y-intercept, and negative 1/2 is my slope. I'm going to again make my graph. And we said that x-axis was child ticket cost, and the y-axis was adult ticket cost. Let's see. I'll go by 2s. And I'll go by 2s here. Now, you don't always have to go by the same scale each side. I will start with A equals 12. Y equals 12, because adult tickets is Y. Y equals 12 is a horizontal line. So there's Y equals 12. And then the other formula we have a y-intercept at 16. And so we go, I missed a number. I apologize. I missed 14. So let's try that again. The y-intercept at 16. The slope is negative 1/2. So down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. So there's that line. And we can see that they intersect right here. And so our solution is 8, 12. But remember, again, we're answering in terms of what the question asked us. And so what that means is child tickets cost $8 each, and adult tickets cost $12 each. Try this problem, please. Bring your graph to class tomorrow. And that'll be it for today. Thank you very much. You guys have a great rest of your night.